What's going on, everybody? Welcome to DEMI Inc. Comics. That's right, I'm your boy Kylan, and I am an aspiring comic artist, and this is my first art comic book YouTube channel. So this is the first video as well. So I'm kind of going to be letting y'all know what you can kind of expect here on the channel, you know what I'm saying? Now, occasionally you might see a drawing or two pop up on the side of me over here. It's kind of gonna be letting you know or showing you where I'm at in my process right now of improving my art. Now, the reason I decided I wanted to make this channel was because I like to draw and I love comic books, and I've decided at this point I want to create my own comic book. I've worked on some of the story already, and the next thing I gotta do is get to the drawing. But it's not on that level. It's, as you can see, it's not it's not on that level yet, or on a level that I personally think is good enough to really start something like that. So here on this channel, I want to go ahead and kind of give this like a docu series, or not docu series, but like give you a show my journey, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Show my journey of where I was to where I'm going, and till I get to a point to where I can really say, okay, this is comic book level worthy. So on this channel, you're gonna be seeing me do or try different, I guess, different techniques or different tips from different other artists. Kind of think about it like a Bob Ross kind of thing. A while ago there was a big trend on YouTube where people were following by different Bob Ross tutorials, either improving their skills or seeing how far they can really go while following along somebody like Bob Ross. That's kind of what I want to do here on this channel. And it's not just going to be just YouTube tutorial videos, which majority probably will be, but I also have a few different art books from certain, comic book creators like Jim Lee, and even some by, even one by Todd McFarlane, kind of really looking at their work and seeing how they did things that really made them so different, so prominent, so so wow. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be looking at different stuff like that, along with other like just YouTube artists as well. A lot of them who do like a lot of character design, painting, stuff like that. And most of my work I'm going to be doing is going to be traditional. For those who don't know what that means basically just paper and pencil, or canvas and paint, stuff like that. Just traditionally. In the future, I would like to go and hop onto the digital side of things as well, whether that's just the color or whether it's just do line work, stuff like that. I want to hop into that and blend the two, and really make it something wild, crazy, make it good. But so for the most part of this channel, you're gonna be seeing a lot of just paper to pencil kind of drawing stuff. Like I said, in the future we'll expand upon it. But so I'm gonna be doing a lot of stuff, not just character drawing, which is the main thing I really want to focus on, at least for the videos that are gonna be coming out pretty soon. Character drawing, getting the form and really different poses, gesture drawing kind of stuff down. But the other stuff you can expect for me to really be learning and really perfecting is, of course, backgrounds stuff. This is gonna be stuff I struggle with, backgrounds, inking, which inking ain't no joke, you know what I'm saying? Inking, difficult, like really dynamic kind of poses, because colors over a sketch, you like, oh, it looks good, black and white. It's hard. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of the coloring, different stuff like that, because when I make this book, I'm gonna be doing it all myself, so I gotta learn all of it by myself. But not only am I going to be doing this by myself, showing my journey, it's also a little something that, because I see it all the time in different comment sections of different artists where people are like, oh man, I wish I was able to draw like that. I wish I could, I wish I had your talent. I want to be showing people that, it's easy. All you got to do is just really practice at it and really just stick to it. And that's something that I haven't been doing. I have not been sticking to it. And me and art, with the stuff that you've seen up here, I've been on and off some of my stuff. I felt like I've kind of lost the knowledge or the skill to be able to draw certain things. So I'm going to be giving myself a little refresher, and also just really sticking to it and improving as I go along. But yeah, I also want to be like the point of view for a lot of people who just don't think they can do it. Hey, you can. I just did it and I got proof. You know what I'm saying? But that's kind of what I want to do here for the art side of this channel. And also, I said this is a comic book art channel. So it wouldn't be anything if you don't bring out some comic books. So I will be drawing, different panels, different. You're gonna see a lot of different characters, not just my original character, but a lot of like obviously well-known characters here to give you that big final piece of whatever I learned in that video for that day. Give you a big final product. It's kind of the style of stuff I'm gonna be doing here for the video with the channel. But also, we're gonna be doing some comic book stuff because as you can see the box behind me right here, this and the other one over there. I'm a big comic book nerd and I love to read them and I love to really kind of get people into them. And for a lot of the stuff that's been coming out lately from Marvel, from DC, even Image, a lot of stuff, everybody wants to, so let me start saying it. A lot of people want to get into the world of comic books, but they have no idea where to start or how to really get into it without being judged, you know what I'm saying? Because this is in every community. You have a few bad seeds who like to judge people about what they read. So I want to go ahead and start a little book club. Nothing too big, nothing too crazy, but occasionally outside of the art video, I want to do like a little live stream, giving y'all. We all just sit down in a group or whatever, or via Zoom, whatever it is, and me and a couple people might just sit down and talk about the book, along with the chat and all that other stuff. Just talk about whatever series, limited run, omnibus, different stuff like that we're reading for that time. We sit down, talk about the few issues, the characters, the story development, the character development, as we go along. And also, just make it a place for people who really want to get into comics with, like I said, just don't know where to start. Have something for them to hop into really easy and just really enjoy it, and also just build up their tolerance to this hobby, because it can be a lot when you first get into it. Once you get that one book or that one character that you just love so much, you start to buy a whole bunch of that stuff. Then you find a different character and you just start to build it up. I got like 7-8 books boxes back here just full of comic books. And this is how we can get really serious really fast. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, I want to be like a safe space for a lot of people to really get into the hobby or come back into it, or just be able to really use those books again. You know what I mean? That's another reason why I'm doing that. Because for a lot of people, once you read a comic book, you seal it up and you put it in, and it collects dust until you decide you want to sell the whole collection. But so I want to give a lot of people the chance to really reread those books, give them another good read, here and there. And it's not just going to be the physical form of comic books. I will also be able, I'm going to go ahead and look at many different series. They're going to be able on the either Marvel Unlimited app or DC Infinite app. Those are the comic book apps that have thousands of those older comics that they're hard to get to now, straight there on digital. So anybody is going to be able to go ahead and get it. That's going to be something I'll be doing a little bit later on down the line, though. A little bit after we get the art uploads, different stuff like that established. But if you want to go ahead and get into a little bit of that comic book content already, I have a TikTok that I talk about a lot of comic stuff, from comic hauls, comic, for reviews, and also just give y'all new comic books as well, new characters to go ahead and look at over there on TikTok. So if you want, I have them leave that in the description below. Also, to see a little bit of like my older work, where I started, like really started, it's gonna be on my Instagram. I have a couple of those pictures, showing over time where it is, along with some other stuff. But for this channel, it's gonna be just like, I guess, like a learning experience for everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to get into it, definitely go ahead and check out I'm gonna leave a lot of links to the different tutorials and stuff like that. But if you want to go ahead and just see my process, just come on me with this journey, please leave comments down below on what your favorite artists are and who has good tips and tricks to do certain different things or the tricks to do background, stuff like that. Because we're going to go over everything. And I do mean everything, not just like I said, character drawings, but everything, you know, different, how to create textures, different lighting effects, different stuff like that. But again, if this is something that you would like to see or potentially want to be a part of for the future stuff, definitely go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Share this video with as many people as possible. Your dog, I don't even care, you know what I'm saying? You can share it with your gerbil, okay? Definitely go ahead and share the video and hit the bell to get notified every time I post a brand new video. A lot of people don't do that, okay? Be sure to like this video as well, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace!